Two new wingers as well, with Jaden Flood and also Jordan Tarakena on the flanks today. Up front, Captain Pawhiri Brown moves to the front row. Carl Sitine moves to the interchange, and the coach is Marin Hagi.
Marin, second game, round two. Creativity and variation on the back end of your sets you struggled with. Bringing Shannon Ruparere into the side, what does he bring?
Shannon is, he's a half. But he's a half that grew up playing fullback, so we know that with Shannon, he offers some creativity. He offers us another option on attack. Like you said, with our execution at the back end of our sets, he will give us better options. He'll give us more options to pass. He'll give us more options to kick with. But one of Shannon's greatest strengths is his communication. I'm expecting Shannon to communicate well with his wingers, but also organising our defensive line. You'll hear him. He won't shut up, thank you.
Speaking of defence and looking at attack, Jaden Watiti was extremely good last week, and bringing Reynard into the side too. How do you balance that out?
Well, they're two different players, Rich. Jaden's got a really good way of giving service to his runners and will help us to get through the grind part of the game, and hopefully we'll get Reynard on just to open up, ask the questions of markers and A and B defenders.
Appreciate your time.
Thanks, Rich.
Marin Hagi there, the coach of the Waikato Mana side, and a few changes too for Canterbury's lineup. Yopi Thakambau, or Taki Thakambau rather, starts in the centres. He played, in fact, in last year's grand final. The main changes, though, are in the pack with hooker Jordan Campbell, prop Champ Beetham, and second rower Chanel Fiala, all into the starting lineup today. The coach, Andrew Almatangi.
Bulls rebuilding phase. What can we expect in the second round from the Bulls?
Yeah, we definitely learned a lot last week. I think boys are really, really enthusiastic about, putting a good performance. Our last one at home, and defence is where we need to improve today, I think.
So bringing Jordan Campbell, he replaces Justin Lynch. What does he bring to the side?
He's a bit of a live wire around the ruck. He's got a pretty good kicking game as well, so just adds another dimension to our play, I think.
Tim Anono's been such a cog for you guys over a number of years. The new halves pairing that you've got, what can we expect from those two today?
Yeah, Teves has done a lot of good work with those guys, and I think him running the water today, he's just going to be in there all day helping them out, so it'll be good.
As always, appreciate your time. Cheers.
Andrew Almatangi, Tevan Arona. Yeah, he's been a real stalwart of Canterbury Rugby League, very influential last year, number 6. He was a New Zealand residence player last year. It's a shame he isn't fronting this year, isn't it, for Canterbury?
That's right. And the combination with Campbell also, when he moved to Australia, so they had two brilliant halves that worked alongside each other. He's obviously involved in supporting the halves now, Fivish and Riley, so I'm sure they'll get benefit having the second game under their belt. Yeah,
last week Canterbury played Counties Manukau Stingrays, lost 44 points to 18. Waikato come into this game having lost to Akarana last week, 70 points to 6. Big win there for Akarana. And reminding you, if you missed yesterday's game between Counties Manukau and Akarana, finished 12-all. A really good contest between those two sides, as the captains for both teams, Alex Todd and Pawhiri Brown, bring their lineups out for this clash today. So really good contest between Counties and Akarana yesterday, which went right down to the wire. And hopefully we'll get a good contest. We should get a good contest between these two teams today, who were able to get through their club competitions this year, unlike the Fox Memorial in Auckland due to COVID. Little Cares winning the Canterbury title. Turanga Waiwai winning Waikato's title.
That's right, first time in 14 years.
Yeah, big win for them. So
Tony
Waikato, yeah, getting ready to... great to see a haka from Waikato. Plenty of Turanga Waiwai players in this lineup today. Sprinkling of Tani Whārau players. Of course, Tani Whārau, a very famous club. Warangi Kopu. From that club, of course, Lance Hohaia. Another one. Few Narua Wahia Panther players in there as well. Those are the three main clubs that make up the bulk of this Waikato team. And here is our referee for today. It is Viggo Rasmussen, who had a chat to earlier. Was hoping he doesn't get run over like Paki Parkinson did yesterday by Pat Sipley. Apparently, referee, I've been hearing through the traps, referee Parkinson's been getting plenty of stick about what happened to him towards the end of that county's Akarana clash yesterday, where Pat Sipley, the biggest player in the field, ran over him.
You won't miss him with his hairdo, that's for sure. There you go.
Yeah, so Rasmussen got the referee's whistle today, and it's going to be Canterbury to kick off, and we're underway in this NZRL Premiership match for 2020. Both teams really hurting after last week's losses, sound losses to Akarana and Counties Manukau. It's going to be Waikato with the first possession. And away they come. And it is a good prop forward, Keanu Dawson, with his hands on the ball now. Former Warriors in New South Wales Cup player. There is Jerome Flood, the only New Zealand residence player in this team from last year. Away comes Watene. Kingi gets the pass. Waikato spreading the ball nicely to Jaden Flood. Now he and Jerome Flood are twins. Thankfully they have slightly different hairstyles, which distinguishes them. Well, and different numbers on their backs as well. Here's Chase Kennedy, who sets it up. And Waikato get to the end of their set. BT, who had a good game last week, hoists it high. Difficult breeze to handle for all players under the high ball today. And the referee is going to give Canterbury possession.
Definitely a better set that we've seen first game last week. And there was an intercept try. Darren Kingi. That was a well-constructed set and a good end to the set as well.
Yeah, always nice settler to get through to the end of their set as Uasi plays the ball for Canterbury. And away they come. Beetham plays the ball. It's Champ Beetham. Tony Thuckenbow in the setters.
Here we are. Hold.
First game, didn't play last week against Counties Manukau, and Canterbury happy to have him back in the team as they spread it early. 5 Ash. This is Fiala. Now Vinnie Paul, very experienced player in this Canterbury lineup for several seasons now. 5 Ash at dummy half. Now Todd, the captain. Alex Todd, New Zealand residence player last year as well, and there's a penalty there. One of those 50-50 ones. Was it a loose carry? Was it a strip?
Well, better contact anyway from the Waikato Mana side. They struggled last week. A point of contact, I think. First hit up. Hit the stick was very important. Spoke to Coach Maran Haggie. That's an area where they want to improve on.
Canterbury playing into the wind in the first half as Chanel Fiala sets it up. Full set of 6, 20 metres out. Todd, plenty of running in those legs left yet. Good tackle coming in that time from Chase Kennedy. Campbell at dummy half. Now it's out to Riley. On the cutback comes Kaius Fa'atili. Still only 18 years of age. Fa'atili, too slow that one, and referee not mucking around, drawing a line in the sand early.
Again, Pofini Brown, just to slow the play to ball. I mean, they've just got to stay on a little bit longer, and they're doing that extremely well.
Plaskett getting close. Ethan Plaskett. 2 metres out. Kennedy with the tackle. Here comes the big fella driving close to the line, and it's Champ Beetham who's over. Champ Beetham gets the early try for Canterbury. At 20 years of age, he's a beast in the front row.
It's a favourable start there from the Bulls. It looked fairly easy, coming out of dummy half, using the big body over the line. The markers, fair attention to the markers here, just couldn't get off the line quick enough. Big body like that, you have to get out to meet him. Pretty happy with that. The Bulls start well.
Yeah, Beetham, just 20 years of age, plays for the Hornby Panthers, a former Bay of Plenty under-19 rugby union representative. Back playing rugby league now, and it's a perfect start for the Canterbury Bulls. 3 tries last week against Counties, and they were basically playing catch-up rugby league all the way through that game, but now they've started nice and fast here. And there's Steven Arona running the water for Canterbury today, being a very influential player over several seasons. Hopefully he gets the bug back again and wants to keep playing. Who knows?
Sure he has.
This is Uasi with the simplest of conversion attempts to give Canterbury an early 6-point lead 5 minutes into the first half.
Well, again, around that ruck, A and B defender, so important. Let's have a look at the ruck defence here. Kennedy at dummy half, experienced player. They need to really get off that line. Shannon Ruparere was on the line. He held back. He should have just really need to move up quickly. Stop that momentum. You can see the wind causing havoc here.
And Makari Beatty. He really did try hard last week to fire up his team. Former North Devils and Ipswich Jets player in the Queensland Cup, wearing 7 here. 4, and that's a good move, and it's gone 10. Oh! Gee whiz, that's a 50-50 call there. I actually think Rasmussen got that one right. Richie, we'll see on
Absolutely.
the replay maybe, but that was close.
Oh, smart play too.
It's not quick.
Let's have a quick look at it again. There's not much in this,
Oh, just not much in it.
but I think referee Rasmussen, props to him, he got it spot on. Just needed one more roll, didn't it? So the try scorer Beetham. Fartelli drops it stone cold there. And here's a chance for Waikato. Picking the ball up was Heke Sweet. Trying to offload it to Rakena. But Jordan Tairakena couldn't sneak away down that sideline. And Watenea, there's been a loose play the ball, and it's going to be more Canterbury possession. And this is frustrating for Waikato. They can't get, other than that first set to kick after the game kicked off, they've not really had an opportunity yet.
They were guilty of the errors last week too.
Here we are, lads. Right here.
You know, an early try, then a couple of
me.
errors compounding in their own half. You can see there Preston Collins with the ball. An early mistake here from the Bulls. Very unusual. Took his eye off the ball for that fraction of a second. An offload here and a quick play of the ball. Ball security, very important.
So here it comes from the scrum, and it's Mapu Uasi from fullback, who takes the first tackle. Campbell, now 5 Ash. Still going here for 5 Ash. Out it comes to Ilalio. Good tackle on him, but he did brilliantly to keep the ball in play there. Now Paul. Ilalio really warmed into the game beautifully for Canterbury last week, wearing 2 again this week. Riley, plenty of urgency in this Canterbury Bulls attack in this match. Alex Todd sets it up 20 metres out. Right in centre field, options left and right for Zach Riley. Fa'atili holds on successfully this time. Campbell, they plug the short side again. Now, has that been knocked on? It's play on. No, it is a knock on. I did wonder when the whistle was going to be blown. Unfortunately for Tai Rakena, he wasn't going to get the streak away down the sideline.
Can't with a good option there defensively. Just as the ball got to the player, Tai Rakena was up right onto him. You can see Riley really playing on the ball a lot, particularly on that left edge, but he's organising it so well.
Yeah, Tai Rakena, a very experienced player. He's been playing in and out of the national championship for 8 years.
Okay, ball in.
Didn't play last week, gets an opportunity to play today.
Yeah, very unorthodox player too on the wing. Played for Tani Wharau. So this is an area where they need to improve on. They wanted to quick play the balls, and that's why they got 4 players from the backs.
And this is
That's
Dawson.
great.
Rampaging run from the former Warriors New South Wales Cup player and a Titans under 20 player, and that is a penalty. That's bordering on professional foul, isn't it? Surely.
Well, Alio, he got hit early on, didn't he? And he was wanting to return the favour.
Well, now this gives Waikato the chance to move into Canterbury territory for the first time here with a full set, Richie.
Yeah, good opportunity. They need to really construct the set and apply the pressure.
Release them now! Here we are,
And they need to get through a full set too.
Here.
They've only completed
Here.
once in the game
Here.
so far.
Go, one, thank you.
As Flood played the ball, out comes to Kennedy, now BT. Up from fullback comes Rupa Peri. Good to see him back in New Zealand after several years in Australia. Now away goes Collins. Young player with plenty of promise from Turanga Waiwai.
Let him up, nine!
Preston Collins on the 20.
Wait.
In his first game of the season. Now Brown. Out it comes to Kingy. Rupa Peri. This is looking better for Waikato. To Koi.
Release them, son!
To Matauinga Te Koi. There's a few Te Kois in the team today. 3 of them, in fact. Here's Jerome Flood. Just opened up for a fraction there. Now Waikato through Watene. The BT. Here's the kick through. It's not a bad one. It's bounced beautifully. And there's the try for Heke Sweets. He scores in back-to-back games. Waka Heke Sweet and Waikato on the board.
That was a brilliant set again. They were guilty last week of not putting something on the end or the polish on the end of it. That certainly was more attractive style of football. I love the way that Shannon Ruparere is coming in to inject himself into line, creating that extra bit of space on that left-hand edge. But again, the ball goes out wide, and this was just great work there from Betty, just to sum up that situation so quickly with a late kick. And he was fantastic last week, Heke Sweet, involved defensively, and he charged up, earning a great try there for Waikato Mana side.
Well, he got a great bounce off the kick from Makaere Biti. And Waikato, the first time they move into Canterbury red zone, come up with the try. So excellent performance from him. That try coming 12 minutes into the first half. 6 points to 4 is the score. Canterbury Bulls scoring early through Champ Beetham. Converted by Iwasi. Now this try with BT's attempted conversion team coming. Been around a while. Makaere BT, former Warriors under 20 player, 2014. Moving back to play in Waikato this season from Auckland last year. As I touched on earlier, has experience in the Queensland Cup with Norths Devils, Brisbane Club and the Ipswich Jets. Here's BT. Very keen to guide this one through, which he's done so successfully. So 6-all. Game on here early with 28 to play in the first half.
Game on. And that is the way we wanted this game to flow. And again, just the vision of Betty. So late too, to sum up that situation, to kick through. Certainly liking their attack at the moment. Converting good ball.
Yeah, Waka Heke Sweet, the only try scorer for Waikato last week in their loss to Akarana. And here he's getting the first try this week again. Well, sometimes you're just a magnet for the ball. And Heke Sweet enjoying that luxury at the moment. As Waikato get the ball back from the kickoff. Keanu Dawson looking for work as Pawhiri Brown takes the first hit up, the captain. Good move to move him into the front row too.
Smart move. Both are laying the foundation quite nicely.
Oh, that's a brute of a run from Dawson. He is going to be a handful. We've seen him be very useful for the Warriors New South Wales Cup team. Quite capable player, and he looks in good physical condition too, Richie.
Yeah, they're only in the ruck. I guess that's what's so beneficial for the Waikato side here. You can see in and away. Oh.
Hasn't found touch, the kick, as we come off the replay, and Iwasi. That's a bit of a criminal offence there for Waikato, not finding touch with the wind. Dawson, in fact, wearing 8 there for Waikato, was set for a big season. He'd actually signed for the Norths Devils to play in this year's Queensland Cup, but of course COVID killed that. So back to New Zealand he came. It's a bit of a shame for him. There's Beetham, the 20-year-old prop. He's lost it. And it's going to be Waikato ball with 7 tackles up their sleeve, and they're looking to get going through Rua Paperi at fullback. I think they'll enjoy him being back in the Waikato lineup today. Very experienced player. Here's Collins again. Good run early from him. Here's the second run. Watene. at dummy half. Chase Kennedy hits it up. Watani at dummy half. Kingy waits his first receiver. There he goes, the veteran player. And now towing up Tekoi. Wearing 3 for Waikato as Beatty gets a couple of good passes. Good direct run there. That was an excellent tackle on Heki Sweet. But he's earned the team the penalty. That was some lovely play from Waikato. 2 bullet-like passes out to Heki Sweet, who hit the line at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
They've got more variation, particularly when you've got Chase Kennedy, who's a ball player. Rupariri as well.
Well, they take the tap. And now the try scorer, Heki Sweet, gets stuck in again. Jaden Watene got a beautiful pass off the base of the ruck, hasn't he? Is Keanu Dawson. Jaden Watene, remember, the brother of Dallin and Malachi. Here he goes, the little dummy half. Hafidi Brown, the captain. Brown to play it, 5 metres out. Watene. Here's Kennedy. Oh, it's been dropped by Ruapaperi. Disappointed there.
Just a little bit behind him.
Ruapaperi. Yeah. He's played in several clubs across the Tasman, but he was actually an interesting player. He played alongside the coach, Marin Haggie, and his brother Reynard, who's on the bench today, back in 2011. 10 years ago almost now. It'll be a bit strange for him to be coached by a former teammate. So Canterbury with some ball. First time in about 5 minutes they've had a decent opportunity for set here, but they've got it on the wrong end of the football field. So Waikato, they're looking for some good defensive pressure here. Nice aggressive tackling for Atili. That's a good run. For Atili, trying to milk a penalty. Referee wasn't buying it. Alex Todd. Todd. 15 metres on his own side of halfway is 5 Ash. That's the line. This is Chanel Fiala. He's driven back.
Their ruck defence is certainly improving.
Fiala, another promising player. He's just 20 years of age from the Linwood club, and he's got the team. The penalty is the Waikato players just went on with it a bit too much there. Fiala in his second game, and Jerome Flood. He doesn't look happy, does he, Jerome Flood?
No. It's been in everything here. You can just see the hit and stick from these players. Certainly improving, owning that ruck.
Flood. The New Zealand residents players, there's Ilalio. Of course, a lot of these players from all of the 4 teams in the Premiership this year try to get into selection for the New Zealand residents team for a match against New Zealand Māori coming up. So we see a lot of these players condensed into 2 teams coming up in early November. Looking forward to bringing those matches on Sky Sport in a few weeks' time as Plaskett hauls it out to Riley. He tries to break the line. Zach Riley, fast play the ball. Campbell, Fa'atili again, who's good to see him active early in this game. Class Fa'atili with a bit of footwork. Good energy from the young back rower. Canterbury, Riley, that's a good kick. Almost a try there, but Waikato survived. But it's going to be their ball from the 20 as it's been ruled a knock-on and goal.
Such a different game when you play at speed. Quick play of the balls, and Riley gets his hand on the ball, and he's got space and time to make a decision. He opted to run the first time, but a nice little grubber through. There's a variation to his play.
That was a good set of 6 from Canterbury. One of the better ones we've seen in the half so far. And good to see Fa'atili, even though he's conceded the penalty there. With the ball, he's looking much more enthusiastic than he did last week.
And they haven't had much ball too. So when he comes into good ball, he's going to be a real threat in the combination with Riley and Fa'atili.
6-all is the score. We've had 19 minutes of play in this first half. Beetham, the try scorer for Canterbury, and Heke Sweet for Waikato. Hope you're enjoying our coverage of this clash. Shaw Counties, Manukau and Akarana looking on after their 12-all draw yesterday. Brown to play it. Hafide Brown. Waikato's captain. Watani again at dummy half. Finds Kingy with a good pass. Back to Dawson, who's been active early with the ball in hand. Look at the attention from Canterbury. 4 players in and around Big Keanu Dawson. Not surprising too, he's a damaging runner. Kennedy. Kingy. And now Collins. Collins take it. Waikato just need a bit more width in their attack. Brown forced to just hold up for the pass again.
The kick here on the left-hand side.
Able to get momentum on that last tackle. Here they go with the last play of the set. Watane. Kingy is going to see if it's ricocheted back into Waikato hands. It hasn't. 5-Ash has picked it up. Now it's been lost, and another Kemp penalty. Referee Rasmussen forced to blow plenty of penalties early in this match.
Pulled it out. What do you got, mate?
Darren Kingy just needed to get their ball in space. Experienced campaigner.
On the line.
Canterbury have the ball 10 metres inside their own half. Fiala comes up to the halfway line. Good post contact metres by the back row there for Canterbury Bulls. Todd passing the ball this time to the lock forward Ethan Plaskett from the Northern Bulldogs Club here in Christchurch. Riley. Now the interchange player is out there for the Canterbury Bulls. This is Ataera. Riley. Nice pass to Tangi Thakambau. 25 metres out. Riley again. This time they go out the back, and 5-Ash has it to the line. Watch out there in 5-Ash. Solid set of 6 from the Bulls here as Riley looks to complete it with a good kick. Nudged it forward. Rupapere. Oh, he's passed it backwards. And this is Flood. And he's unable to get out of his in-goal area. Jaden Flood. Not much he could do there. And an excellent set of 6 from the Bulls.
Very enterprising. Again, both the combination of 5-Ash and Riley come together nicely, operating both sides of the ruck. Again, a delicate kick through.
Let's go, Max.
So Makaiti Beatty with the ball here.
Downside.
18 minutes to go until halftime. 6-all is the score. Try piece. And Makaiti Beatty's going to get plenty of distance with that kick. With the wind right behind him, and it might go out as well. It has. 75 metres that kick. Can you believe it?
Could be the turning point in the game.
That means Waikato are going to get the ball here. Feed into the scrum. A 75-metre line dropout. Oh, man. If you're a Canterbury Bulls player, you think, man, we just completed a great set. We're going to get the ball back.
It's a game changer.
But that just showed you the wind that Waikato are playing with in this first half. It is very strong behind them. Really, Canterbury should have been awake to it. Not to have a player in position there. Bit of a criminal offence, really, isn't it? As Waikato, oh, have they lost it on the first tackle? They have. Wow. They've blown a prime opportunity there, Richie.
Yeah, the youngster, only 18 years of age, Tukoi from Turanga Waiwai. 3 of the brothers playing together. How exciting. Yeah, he showed a bit of footwork there, but it all flowed. Excited.
Yeah. Tukoi's wearing number 3 for Waikato. And he's scored a hat-trick in that grand final for Turanga Waiwai. Over Tani Whātau, won that game 20 points to 10. But just keep your eye on Tukoi. Promising players, Richie just touched on, only 18. We'll see Iwa Tukoi and Turanga Waiwai Tukoi, I'm sure, later on in the game. All 3 brothers. Riley, nice gather. Wasn't an easy pass. A tighter at dummy half. First action for him this season. The only Celebration Lions player in the Canterbury Bulls squad this season as Plaskett picks it up. Good run. Over the halfway line he goes. Fast. Play the ball. Away goes the Bulls through Waikato, who's out there now. Clayton Waikato. Wearing 14 for the Bulls. Plenty of energy from him off the bench last week. Here's Fiala with plenty of green pasture in front of him. Tekoi makes the tackle. Big set of 6 coming here. 5 Ash. Caught in possession. So repeat sets here for the Bulls. Here's Ilalio. Delays the pass for Paul, and he's lost the ball, but it's another penalty.
High tackle. Ilalio wants to get his hand on the ball, doesn't he? He's been starved. Clayton's come on, injected some energy into the side.
Lalio was a great player, a very good player for Canterbury last year, and he's had a good, strong game last week for the Bulls. So Canterbury right on Waikato's line, hunting their second try as Waikato goes it from a dummy half. Waikato playing against Waikato. Ataira playing the ball. There goes Waikato's pass. Riley has a crack. Another high tackle. Well, that was against Heke Sweet. A little unfortunate there. I don't think there was anything malicious in it.
7, you're good?
It was a tackle that needed to be made. Heke Sweet desperate to get out there and cover Riley.
Tied up. And you're running in his first 5 minutes on the field. Canterbury have got to convert this into points. Waikato's short. Just short. He's only centimetres short. Riley again to 5 Ash. Here's Uasi up from fullback. Uasi 5 metres out. Slow play the ball. Waikato again from dummy half. He's got it. Clayton Waikato debuted last week. And now he has his first try for Canterbury in rep football. It's 10 points to 6.
Well, it's taken 3 or 4 minutes. He's been on the field, injected himself at will, sparked a whole new energy in the side from dummy half. And he's very dangerous, scouring around the dummy half. Again, the markers sleeping. That is really disappointing from the defensive mindset from Maran Hagi. He'd be very disappointed. A lot of work during the week has been placed upon their defence around the ruck.
Well, excellent reward there for Clayton Waikato. He played well off the bench in his debut last week against Counties Manukau. And now is rewarded with the try here. 30 minutes to go until half-time, and Uasi with the conversion attempt. Good goal kicker, this lad. Top try and point scorer in the Canterbury club competition this year for the Linwood Kiers. And he's still young, he's only 19. Good young prospect. There's Mapu Uasi, but the Winds grabbed that one, and that will stay unconverted. So 10 points to 6. The score remains with just under 13 to play until half-time. Well, this came on the back of, what, 3 penalties in a row, didn't it?
That's right. And you just see their defence player just slowly getting back. Let's have a look at this. Well, there's no markers at all. Absolutely a big no-no. So close to the line. And you've got a threat, such as Waikato. That ball wobbling around.
Yeah, mate. Not easy. As that breeze really gets up again. And Uasi has the first tackle. Taney is out there now wearing 16 for Waikato. Started last week, coming off the interchange this week. This is Todd, Canterbury captain. The most experienced player is Plaskett. Todd gets it back again. Good hands from him, Ataira. It is. He's been busy since he's been on.
Move together!
Industrious player.
Here we are. Hold.
Jarvin Ataira. Riley. Switches up to the halfway line. Zach Riley, 21 years of age in his first season. 7 tries in 11 games this year for the Bulldogs in the Canterbury club competition. Another good run from Fa'atili. Playing well, isn't he?
He's a real threat at the left edge.
Riley. Nicely taken by Taira Kena. And back comes the veteran winger for Waikato. Here is the other winger, Jaden Flood. Waikato haven't had an opportunity to have some ball for a little while, have they? As Takoi takes the line on, the young centre for Waikato.
A good transition.
Kingi looking to milk the penalty, and he has done that.
Good transition from defence into attack. They're on that ball real quick. Good sign for the Waikato side. And that's a welcome penalty.
And this time they do find touch. That's where it all started to go a bit pear-shaped for Waikato when they failed to find touch from a penalty from a similar position. A good 10 minutes ago, they've not really had an opportunity to get in the game since, have they?
This is a player who's really making a dent.
Dawson, good solid run. Watani's away from dummy half. Jaden Watani. So Waikato swing on to attack now. So they've absorbed this pressure. Yes, they have conceded 2 tries, but if they can bounce back again through Beatty. Beatty and Collins forced to cut back again. Preston Collins, and a penalty this time again. My gee, there's been some penalties in this first half. Referee Viggo Rasmussen. High tackle this time against Canterbury. So, Satani. Big prop forward. Satani sets it up. And now Kingi. Kingi to the line. He could have had a run there. It's been passed nicely to Iwa Takoi, who's going close for Waikato. Kennedy. Almost shrugging off a couple of tacklers there as Watani. Beautiful pass again to Makaire. Heke Sweet, the try scorer for Waikato so far. It's a fast play, the ball, and it's a sloppy play, the ball, and the referee's going to give a scrum to Canterbury. Now, did he lose that? Let's have a look here. I don't think he lost it onto the ground, did he? He must have lost it into Canterbury player.
That's how Vigo just mentioned. That's how they saw it. At the advantage line, Heke Sweet's definitely disappointed. He didn't think that he knocked it on.
Heads in, boys. Heads in. Heads in. Heads in. Going short. Ball in.
But again, just when they were getting that ascendancy.
Yeah. Those errors costly. There's Mapu Uasi.
11, let go! Go, 1.
Here's a good search from dummy half. It's better than good. It's fantastic. What a run. Elalio gives it to Five-Ash. Might have got away with the forward pass there. Elalio is away, and he'll score. A bit of showtime as well. Oh, hang on. Is that a try, or was he taken over the dead ball line? Referee's going to award it. Elalio flirting with danger there, but the try, a spectacular one, is scored by Canterbury.
Well, tremendous stuff. Again, the fullback Uasi showed plenty of toe, dummy half. You can just see here the markers again, not reacting well at all. A and B defenders not tight enough. Look at that. Great effort there and a nice pass from Elalio. Looked
flat at best.
Flat.
Now, check.
Bit of toe. Let's have a look at this.
Yeah.
Now, a little bit of fun here. Oh!
Gee, was that elbow on the line when he forced the ball?
He was very lucky to get away with that.
Wow, wow, wow. Elalio. Yeah, close call there, but the try has been given. So, Uasi with the conversion attempt. And it's a handy one. He should have no problems here. And it's Waikato easing out now to a 16-6 lead with 6 to go in the first half. One more look at it here. Uasi set it up with this fantastic run.
Showed a bit of toe here. Good effort there coming from Ruparere. Across defensively. A nice little step. Look at him go.
He is a great side, isn't he?
Now, how close was he?
Wow.
Debatable.
It is very debatable. I reckon, well, I'm going to call it. I reckon his elbow was on the line.
If you're there.
Yeah. Well, here's a great run from a Tyler. What a return of the football from the big ranging back row, but he's been scragged into touch. Got a bit excited there.
Right, we'll scrum down over here.
Well, you've got to take your hat off to Hickey Sweet. You know, he's run great lines on the right edge. He's defended extremely well on that right too.
Well, it's a good game of rugby league here in the National Premiership. Hope you're enjoying it. It's a good contest between these two sides. And it's going to be Waikato ball. Now there's 5 minutes to go in the first half here. And they have the opportunity. First of all, they've got to get to the end of this set here, Richie.
I think they'll be more creative. I think when they get the ball in hand, there's so many options. They are a threat.
Here's Flood. Jerome Flood.
Hold. Go two.
Reynard Haggie is out there at dummy half now, wearing 14. Here is Takoi. Oh, what a pass to Jaden Flood. Flood will create options now. Bigger blind and an open side here for Haggie. Here is the pass from Kennedy. Now Satani. Waikato desperate to bounce back after conceding those back-to-back tries. Beattie with the kick. There's the chase from Hickey Sweet looking for a double. And it's going to be a line dropout with it forced dead by Uasi. Good kick from Beattie to win that set.
At the line too again. Kairi Betsy. He's thread the needle on a couple occasions. A repeat set. Great option now with 4 minutes to go. They need to score 16-6. They'd like to go into the half time.
Yes, 4 minutes left in this first half. Wind just dies down a little bit. Closely taken by Rupa Pere. And back comes Satani.
Get off him!
Had a few problems with his hands last week, but no such worries today for the big fella. Kingy switches it back to Iwa Takoi.
14 now.
Off the interchange again this week.
Go two. 12.
Haggie goes from dummy half. The experienced player Chase Kennedy goes straights.
Stand together on the line.
Kennedy inside the 10 for Waikato again as they press. Look to bounce back. There goes Kingy. Taken by his opposite number 5, Ash. Good tackle from the young 5'8 for Canterbury. Haggie again. Kennedy. Beattie again standing wide of the ruck. Rupa Pere. Here's an opportunity. Out it comes. Oh, yes! That's how to finish a try. Jordan Tairakena. Spectacular finish, and Waikato. Second try on the board.
What a running reply. Tairakena. Outstanding effort on the right edge. Haven't we seen this in rugby league? The ability of some of these wingers to get above and beyond and score a try, but I love the work from Shannon Ruparere. His ability to get across, in and away, draw the defender and pop that ball. Decisive action there from the fullback. He's been really instrumental for this side, added so much to the game. Look at the passing, particularly in this weather too. Waikato Better taken to the line, holds up the defenders, again in and away, and you draw the centre. Thukenbau back in, just coming to the side last week. And the decision-making on the left edge was all the difference.
Yeah, Rupa Pere created that uncertainty, didn't he? Gave the opportunity to Tairakena, who finished it off spectacularly. So 16-10, and they needed that try, Richie. They was 10 points down, 16-6, now 16-10, just before the break. But Makairi Beattie here has a tough conversion attempt. So he'll start this left of the left-hand upright and hope the wind will swing it back. Distance shouldn't be a problem. Northeasterly blowing today. Maybe distance is going to be a problem. What do I know? 16-10. 90 seconds to play until half-time. But good to see Waikato score their second try. So 3 tries to 2 it is at the moment.
Just when they get it to the edge here, I love the way he runs at the line, holds defenders up, but it was just in the way of the speed of the fullback just to create that uncertainty on that on the left-hand edge for the Bulls.
That's right, Tangi Whakenbau forced to come in, and then we saw the winger Evans being forced to come in for Canterbury, and all of a sudden, Taira Kena was through and finishing it off nicely. So closing it on half-time now, just under a minute to play. And Satani brings it back. Oh, it's a good run coming from Waikato as they hit the 30. Here comes Waikato again. This is Takoi. Good hard charging run by Iwa Takoi. Takoi plays the ball. Kingi inside the 40. He's going for a 40-20, and there's no fullback back there. And that's Makaiti Beattie's class coming on display. Now, they need to pack the scrum quickly. They've only got 10 seconds.
I don't think
they won't have time, surely, to pack the scrum. They won't have time to pack the scrum or take the tap, of course. So that's unfortunate. That 40-20 won't mean anything as it turns out. So Makaiti Beattie disappointing there, but still great vision on display from the experienced half for Waikato. Half-time here, what's been a very entertaining, competitive game. And it is the home team, Canterbury, that have the lead at the break by 16 points to 10. Yeah, the NZRL National Premiership for 2020. Hope you're enjoying our coverage here on Sky Sport. We're at Ngāpuniwai in Christchurch for round 2 action between the Canterbury Bulls and Waikato Mana. And 16 points to 10. 3 tries to 2 to Canterbury in the first half. They lead by 6. And this clash, of course, really has taken on an extra dimension, Richie Barnett, with the draw yesterday between Counties and Akarana, with the winner of this game here basically eliminating the loser of this game here.
That's right. And you got Canterbury Bulls who play Akarana next week. So a very interesting, and we haven't had this in a long, long time. Generally comes to for and against in this competition.
Yeah, we had a draw yesterday, 12-all, which has just opened the door to the winner of this game here. Of course, if Waikato gone and win, they play Counties Manukau next week. Then they would have to beat Counties Manukau next week, and they would be in the final.
Waikato play at home as well.
Yes.
So that's always an advantage. And I thought Viggo Rasmussen's done a great job as the referee.
He's had a good ref.
It's all in the start, isn't it, in the second half?
See, there must be something like rocks or bricks in there, man. That looks heavy. Those two fellas are in no hurry. Maybe they can't hurry. Second half underway here. Waikato to kick off. They trail by 6. Holds up in the breeze. So Canterbury playing with the breeze in the second half. And this is Patella 2, who's out on the field now. It's charge coming here from Patu Baingao. So a couple of new players out there for Canterbury to start the second half. And away goes Waikato, but he's lost the ball. And now Rupaperi looks to respond for Waikato. Right on the halfway line, this set starting. Full set. Satani throws himself into the line again. And a referee is going to penalise there. Taira for Canterbury, the man penalised there.
Nice in the way there for Satini. Lifting the leg and turning it upside down with the weight on the body too.
Again, not much in there, and referee Rasmussen just warning a Taira there. Yeah, good. It was a good call. No question about it. But again, he handled that well because there was nothing really dangerous. I know it was, okay, there was always some danger when you see players go high, get flipped up like that, Richie. But in terms of the greater scheme of things, wasn't a really dangerous tackle.
No, just needed to say his piece and get on. that extremely well.
Yeah, which he did as well. Satani sets it up for Waikato here as they surge into the game again. Here's a run for the line and an offload to Beatty. Beatty is just short. Great run from Iwa Takoi. Kingi is over. And it is Darren Kingi, the veteran. Oh, now.
Are you happy with any grabbing over here? That's okay?
Let's just have a look. And referee Rasmussen just not quite certain. And the try is going to be given for Darren Kingi. And Waikato, perfect start for them in the second half. And don't forget they scored just before half-time as well.
Yes, mistake early on in the second half for the Bulls. You just see here, Decoy, how he got around Vincent Paul. And to be able to offload in space. And again, look at that, shaped the kick even, Darren Kingi. And that's a vital try so early on in the second half. And the belief in the side is just going to creep on and on.
Yeah, Darren Kingi.
Over here, mate, over here. Thanks. Yep.
With a try. Didn't play for Waikato last year, but did feature in 2018. Former New Zealand residence player. Real veteran player. Just got my notes here saying he Manly Seagulls interested him all the way back in 2004. As a young man then, Darren Kingi, but to see him contributing now. BT has a tough conversion attempt here. This breeze, some say it is blowing from the west and the east and the north and the south. It's just all over the place. He's kicking. This one should. Yeah, it's going to be held up. I'm not surprised, actually. It's very strong out there, and the try goes unconverted. So, Canterbury do keep the lead. The margin's cut to 2.
Errors have been a big part of this game. But that was a lovely play, an overs play with Decoy, such a big man. He was able to just offload that. So close to getting the try. Great defence there from the Bulls.
Wasn't it? Yeah, it was Rupa Perry, in fact, going very close. Oh, what a great kick-off from Canterbury. That's the breeze being utilised perfectly by the home team. And poor old Satani, in fact, it's Decoy, who just couldn't get in position to catch it. Iwa Decoy set the try up with that magnificent run just a moment ago.
Maybe worth putting the ball high here.
Yeah,
really
chasing through. Actually, that's a good tactic. Back yourself.
Because you've got the ability for it to come back.
Let's go, boys.
Meters.
Yes. Well, Rupa Perry in no hurry. Now BT. No shot clock, remember. And that's exactly what they've done. He's trying to find some green pasture, but Five Ash has got it under control. Now, whoa, that's sensational from Ataira. In fact, that's Patu Vainga.
Here, hold, go one.
Here comes Riley to the line. Good little dab from the half.
Hold, go 2, 4.
Waikato. Patu Vainga going close. Been good since being on the field. Waikato goes from dummy half, kind of. Here goes Five Ash.
15, up and square.
Good tackle coming in from Iwa Takoi again. Canterbury looking to strike back Riley. Nice pass to Paul. And Vinnie Paul goes in to score. Lovely shape to that play. And it's a try to the Bulls.
Yeah, great little play on the right edge. Riley, Five-ish orchestrating their attack on that left. Riley comes around and creates an opportunity here. Waikato, a good delivery from first half. Look at that, the pass, the delivery. And you can just see there, Darren Kingi coming in. He was dragged in from that pass. You can see them talking about that. Just drawing in the players, get them interested.
Yeah, good to see Vinnie Paul getting over to score the try, the Northern Bulldogs player, and after a good stint on the field, Patu Vaingau is coming off now to be replaced. Champ Beetham back on there. It's a throwback to Tawera Nico, that haircut, isn't it? So here's Wasi. It's an important kick. It would kick Canterbury 8 points clear if he could convert it. Distance on that one, yes indeed, but not converted. So the score remains 20 points to 16. 20 points to 14 rather, and Waikato's pass was a beauty. Riley, he's had a good injection into the game at times, hasn't he?
Yes, he certainly has injected. You see Darren Kingy just making his way in instead of holding his space on the left edge.
Short kick-off. That's a good one from Makairi.
That's a great ball.
And it's gone out, so it will be Waikato ball to a scrum. And I actually like that tactic. I think you identified that well, Richie. That breeze is very strong. I mean, you're not going to get much more distance if you go long anyway, are you?
No, you've got it. It's a great play. And the ball's going to come back. Makairi's such a good general kicker off the ball, isn't he?
Okay, ball and kick.
So many options around him.
Out!
First receiver is Rupa Perry.
19, release it!
You've got a full set though. There's 2. Makes the tackle, and he's just gone on with it a bit too much there. Patella 2.
What are you doing?
First action for him this season. BT. Kingy. And now Iwa Takoi. The 3 Takoi brothers playing today.
Hold. Don't play it on him. Go, 1.
Pluck the short side. Here they go now, and this is Turanga Waiwai Takoi who's out there.
Lost control.
Has he lost it? Yes, he has.
Here we are, boys.
Reached into the contact, the young fella, and he has lost it. So Canterbury got a scrum feed in a defensive position.
Quick play with the ball by his brother, the first set. And then he utilised that left edge again. There's a lot of joy on that left edge, fortunately. Play the ball quick. Little knock on.
Okay, boys,
4 tries to 3 of us at the moment.
There, out!
Feels like this game is far from done though. Fa'atili takes the first carry for Canterbury. Off the scrum.
Go. 1.
Tangi Whakambau. Coming from the centre so far.
Hold.
He's got explosive pace as well though. Riley. Riley takes a tackle. Good hit there. Solid contact from Heke Sweet. He's having a good game.
Fantastic.
Waka Heke Sweet. Now Beetham. Good footwork by the big fella, and the offload as well. Sniping around Billy Slater style. James Tedesco style. Uasi. 5 Ash. Oh, he's in trouble on the last. Oh, and he's caught in possession. In fact, now it's the last tackle. Good chase by Satani. Riley with the kick outside the 40. And Jaden Flood, and there's a penalty.
Late contact. 12. It's not fast though. It's not fast. 12. Late
Riley
contact.
taken
On the
late.
kicker. Wait.
Well, I think that's the correct method, I think, for the Waikato side to really get up on Riley. Oh, that's unfortunate. He was in the air. He couldn't pull out. But the right play. There is so much on that. There's so much wind behind that player. They're going to hit the 40-20.
Yeah, Heke Sweet it was who conceded the penalty. Canterbury hot on attack now, 15 metres out. 5 tackles up their sleeve. Waikato, a hard-charging run for the line from 2. Play the ball to Waikato. Here's 5 Ash to Riley. Riley kicks early in the counts. Has it got the bounce? It hasn't. Oh, it's still in the field of play. It's a try. Uasi. That is a miracle play by Canterbury. And they get the score. Well, that's never going to happen. 999 times out of 1,000.
Quite common, isn't it? We've seen in the game with NRL where you just attack the ball can bounce up, and you've got the ability to tap it back. Riley here, I thought it was a little bit too far, but a delicate kick. Nice height too, so it's able to bounce. Oh, that's fantastic effort there for Evans. Tap back. Uasi scores a try.
Well, Nicholas Evans. Well, maybe he could take 2 of those 4 points for himself for his play there, because that was fantastic. He hasn't seen much ball, has he, Nicholas Evans, in the game? And Uasi with his
play.
Try. He's had a good game too, Uasi. So Canterbury can extend their lead to 12 here. If Uasi can convert this try. 24-14 is the score, 27 to play in this match. Get a good look at this one. And, it's not to be for Uasi. So 24-14. 27 minutes to play. So 2 tries scored by Canterbury in the second half, both unconverted. And here's a look at the work again. Just watch the kick. Just enough weight on it. That bounce there was critical in Evans. What a play from
Side of his boot too. For it to fade out.
Yeah, wonderful play.
Well, let's see how they respond. Waikato mana side.
Yeah, they're not out of this. They're still not out of it, Richie, I feel.
Just delayed that kick for a fraction of a second, wasn't it?
Basic mistakes like that. You know, we've seen that. We saw the late shot from Hickey Sweet. And now Canterbury, as a result of those 2 plays, are on attack once again. And a full set up their sleeve with 30 to play. Just put pressure on themselves. Lalali will start this play. 20 out. Waikato. Canterbury go through it. 4-2. It's gone backwards. 5 Ash has it now. Riley, his halves partner. Fa'atili in a bit of space. Kai's Fa'atili. 22 out. Riley. Here's Beetham. Throws himself at the line. Champ Beetham. Waikato. Now Riley. 5 Ash. Vinnie Paul shrugs off his defender. Might free up Alalio. Might not need him as Paul goes close. Alalio at dummy half. Will he have a crack himself? He won't. There's 5 Ash. Will almost concede the tackle there. As Canterbury now will set themselves for the last play. Riley will measure this kick again. It's the same spot as last time. It's fallen just short of the goal line, but they are ahead of Riley's kick rather, and referee Rasmussen's pinged them for offside.
Well, he's on the ball, isn't he, Rasmussen? Riley coming up with some nice little kicks. Again, we see Riley taking the ball to the line, and look at that. Just a delicate kick. It was anyone's, and that was a pretty disappointing catch there from Taira Kina.
Indeed, and Tangi Whakamau thought he had a try there. Simplest try of his career. Wasn't to be.
Hickey Sweet again.
He's having a good game.
Every minute of the game. He earns a penalty, a well-earned penalty too, from that number 12 on that right edge.
Yeah, Beetham was the player conceding the penalty, and Hickey Sweet, remember, he conceded that penalty, a late charge on Riley. And he's into it, Hickey Sweet. Here's Collins. So Waikato now inside Canterbury's half. They've got to complete their set as Brown is back out there. Surely Keanu Dawson, yet Keanu Dawson's back out there as well. Had a very good stint. Here's a short pass this time, and this is Turanga Wawai Tekoi.
3, get off the ball!
25 outs.
Go 3.
Waikato plugged to short side, Rupa Pere. Here's a good surge.
Let him up now! On the line.
Tumatauinga, Tekoi going close. Waikato looking better in this set. Kingi, here's the kick.
Play that!
Oh, gee whiz, no luck there for Waikato, and it's Canterbury who come up with the ball.
Geez, that was a good play. Set of 6, wasn't it? Last tackle, not so, but great work on that left edge. The Tekoi brothers working extremely well on that left edge. And the injection again with Ruparere.
Wase. Waikato still on the field as Todd flings it to 5 Ash. That's nice play. Elalio. Here he goes, the big fella. He's only got 1 to beat. Oh, Elalio. He puts on a show again for the crowd here in Christchurch. Benedito Elalio. 28-14, his second try of the contest.
Well, there's plenty of opportunities on that right edge. Penatito, Vincent Paul, the combination. Nice little play here on that right edge. 5 Ash again. Nice little inside ball. And look at that. Shapes to go right. Little step inside. Very hard defensively from a fullback's perspective to sum up that situation. You had to stay inside his shoulder and really push him out and make him go hug the line.
Happy days
happy with that.
with the Canterbury Bulls bench there. Chanel Fiala and Patu Vaingao enjoying themselves with Ethan Plaskett. But Elalio, he's a joy to watch when he's in open spaces. We enjoyed him, watching him last year too for the Canterbury Bulls, and rightly rewarded with selection in the New Zealand residence team. And I tell you what, if he keeps playing like this, he'll be in the residence team again this year on that right wing side.
And a strong selected side, I'm sure.
Indeed.
We've seen so far.
And we're looking forward to that team being selected as Uasi converts the try. New Zealand residents will be in action against the Māori in the first weekend of November. November 8th, I think that game is. My memory's not mistaken. Of course, that's the day after the Kiwi Ferns are in action against Samoa. Here's this try again. And Elalio.
Flood just coming in too. Coming off this line. Open up a little space there for Elalio. Yep.
Damaging runner. Damaging runner. Uasi fields the kickoff. So 30 points to 14 now. Canterbury Bulls have kicked well and truly clear. Remember, Waikato scored a try either side at half-time to really tighten the contest up. But since then, it's been all Canterbury Bulls. And now another penalty's been conceded. Six tries now for the Bulls in this game. And Waikato are not being helped by their discipline at the moment, Richie. Just conceding too many penalties.
Yeah, it looks like the game's starting to edge clearly in Bulls' favour. They've had most of the ball. They've earned penalties. They've got territory.
Riley kicks early. Here's Evans chasing through. The bounce could be critical here. He's towed it forward. Evans. Oh, he's not going to get it this time. Taira Kenna has conceded the line dropout, and I think referee Rasmus has got that one spot on again. Yeah, good hustle from Evans again.
Great hustle. He just doesn't, he's relentless. You know, he dived for that ball, threw it back into the player, and they've earned a drop kick. Look at this. He was held back here, but he showed a ton of discipline to get back there. Look at this. Oh, in the air, hits the fence. Back up again. Great work from the young winger, Nicholas Evans.
Yeah, and it definitely came off Taira Kenna. Hardy gets plenty of height on that one. Wind just dies down a little bit now. It's quite pleasant here in Christchurch at the moment, as you can see, with the sun beating down. Stronger than it has been at any other time in this match. This is Javan Ataira, wearing 17 for Canterbury. 5 Ash to Riley. There's Fa'atili. Nice play. Uasi in from fullback. Going close again. Mapu Uasi. Canterbury looking good now, playing with lots of confidence. It's Fa'atili. Plays the ball. Only Thakambau, and Riley's knocked that on. That's disappointing. That's the first basic hero we've seen from Canterbury for some time, actually. They've been very solid for most of this half.
Yeah, the ball not in the place where Riley would have liked it. Just a little bit behind them. I'd like to see the Waikato Mana side just play adventurous.
Okay, boys.
Got 2 players coming
Heads in,
back
heads in,
into the
heads
fray.
in, heads in. Hold their half. Okay, Makati.
Scoreline
Wait
in
there,
Canterbury's
boys,
favour,
stand.
30 points to 14, 17 to play. Canterbury, remember, they win this game, which they're in the box seat to do, will keep their chances alive of making the grand final
Get off him!
on October 31st.
Go, one.
They're in last year's final.
That's fine.
And
Catch it now!
to get there, they would not only obviously have to go on and complete a victory here, but then they would have to beat Akarana next week to qualify for the final, which is being played at Trust Stadium in Waitakere on October 31st. Dawson. Looking forward to bringing you that game live on Sky Sport as well. Finals day coming up on October 31st, the women's final as well. Brown at dummy half. Kingi has it. Rupa Pere.
Last tackle! Release him!
Shannon Rupa Pere to play the ball. The fullback for Waikato. BT, not a great pass to him, was it? He's done well to evade Waikato. Oh, he lost it, unfortunately. Couldn't get the boot to the ball. Under pressure from the pass straight away.
Yeah, poor service. Poor service. You've seen Reynard Heggie come off.
Turn over. All right, I'll have a look. Excuse me.
And Jaden Watini
Boys,
come
play
on,
the
and
ball.
Flood also. Jerome Flood. That's their strike there.
Canterbury, your ball. Pick up it up. Okay.
They need
go.
points, and they need it real quick.
Beetham gets the legs pumping. Biggest player on the field, Champ Beetham.
Go, one, set, one marker.
Fast play the ball. Waikato's away. Clayton Waikato.
13 up and square.
20 out.
Good. Hold. Hold. Don't go early. Wait. Go.
Riley into dummy half. Fa'atili's had a strong game. The left back rower. Tackle busts. Well, they've been effective from him today as Waikato. Bit of variety with a little nudge through. Takoi has it. And Tumatauinga Tekoi has got the ball for Waikato.
Go, one.
Safe carry from him. Now Jaden Flood.
Alex, get off him. Hold. Go, two.
Watini back out there now for Waikato. This is Preston Collins.
Stand now. Here, hold. Hold. Go, three. That's fine. That's fine.
Good surge there from Waikato. They come up to the 30.
Hold here. Hold here. Hold. Go, four. Sorry.
It's a good run from Taira Kena, and now Dawson looks for the offload. And now Watini's through. Watini got plenty of pace. Unlucky again for Waikato, in fact.
It's a tackle. He's made contact with the ball and you picked it up in an offside position. It's offside.
Again,
That's the call,
Rasmussen
boys.
straight on the
That's
button
off.
there.
No, he was passing the
Watini just a fraction late on that pass
Yeah.
to the inside board to Ruparere. Just a hand to it too, that last second fraction. He's come on, ignited the attack. He had inside outside and he went the wrong way, unfortunately.
ball. Release him now, Simon.
Good chase by those Canterbury defenders, though. There were 2 or 3 around there. Now Waikato have the chance here.
Move together.
Through Heke Sweet, set it up. No errors would be good. Here's Dawson. Good pass to Rupa Pere. And again, it's been touched by Canterbury. It's been ruled a knock-on, in fact, by Waikato.
trying to catch him. Knock on.
Well, more frustration for the Mana team. Might have been Jerome Flood that time who lost it.
Let's go. Back to scrum.
It's worked a couple of times on their left edge with an overs play, last minute ball to a running back rower. Flood was the recipient of that ball.
Darren, I need you
in
closer,
contact.
mate. Thank you. Okay, now.
High risk
out.
of losing that ball.
Just over 13 to play. 30 points to 14.
Move!
6 tries.
Hold,
Canterbury
hold.
Bulls have scored. Elalio has double. Waikato beat them. Wasi. Vinnie Paul as well. Fartelli's been much better this week, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's starting to find his rhythm.
Hold. Go two.
And giving early ball is probably the easiest way to get in the game for Fartelli.
Move together! Wait here. Hold. Go. 3.
It was a good run from Fiala.
Play that.
And
Okay, it's played that, but then knocked on by Canterbury. We're going to have a scrum down.
so going to be a feed for Waikato. 5 Ash making the error.
Here we are. In front of me, on the
Time
tram,
left.
boys. On the tram, on the tram.
12 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay,
plenty of
boys.
time for Waikato to find
Okay,
something
now
here.
Darren. Out!
Very doable.
Okay, we're going to go, mate.
They go wide from the scrum as Beattie goes to run Preston Collins. Good tackle from Evans. Taira Kenna, sweat on him, look at that. Good Canterbury defence there, Richie.
Great effort. In numbers. Put the player on the back. Slow it up. And who else but Hickey Sweet.
He rolls his sleeves up, doesn't he? Been one of Waikato's better players in this game for sure. Like the play of Watene too.
6 again.
So we have a fresh set of 6 here for Rupa Perry.
Release them 9! Here. Hold.
Almost snuck through. Good tackle from Campbell, but Rupa Perry is injured.
Hold.
Done his hammy, has he?
Let's go.
Ooh, yes he has.
Time off.
He's afraid of lifting his leg up to play the ball, isn't he? Doesn't think he can do it.
Great, is it?
Oh, hey.
It's never fun doing your hammy. So here's Rupa Perry.
Yeah.
He almost went
Oh,
through.
there he goes. Oh, that's a burst, isn't it? Highly likely to be a hamstring.
Yeah, he can hardly put any weight on his leg at all. Well, that's a shame to lose Shannon. Rupa Perry.
Okay, hold there, Darren. Don't creep forward, mate. Wait.
Experienced player.
Tairo Kenny goes to fullback.
Yep.
It's a shame for Waikato as Rupa Perry gets assisted into the tunnel. Keanu Dawson.
Hey, get off him now! Hold. Hold.
Fresh set of 6,
Go,
remember here for Waikato. Watene. Good dart from dummy half.
Release them 9! Here. Hold. Hold. Go 2.
Beattie. Ike Sweet used as a decoy. Here comes Collins. Evans jammed in well nicely there to make the tackle. Haggie back out there now. Dawson passes it straight to a Canterbury player, and this is 5 Ash. 5 Ash cuts some gas. Oh, yes. 5 Ash. What a score. Aaron 5 Ash with a brilliant try for the Canterbury Bulls.
I went 5 Ash. And Elalio must go to the same training school with a little jig. And Flood did extremely well for back row to keep up. He went right to the end to the degree he is one tired lad.
Do it again. Well, it all went wrong here for Waikato off the pass. And 5 Ash, that's a 75-metre run.
Look at Flood. Never gave up.
Well, he needed every centimetre of field to score it, Richie. Getting it in the corner. But a great try from Five Ash. Always looks good on the replay, that one. Hope you're taping it, Aaron, and have a look at that one a bit later.
Oh, you got to show that.
Yeah.
Highlight reel.
100%. Well done to Aaron Five Ash. He's got some pace. As we just seen, he actually was a member of the New Zealand under-20 touch team back in 2017. So he's been recognised in that sport as well. And now Uasi. It's a good comeback from Canterbury after last week's performance against Counties. They were soundly beaten. Uasi didn't look like he timed it at all very well. But again, he's kicking with that wind on that side. That's exactly the direction the wind is coming from. And it's a pretty decent conversion. 36-14 is the score. 9 to play. And Canterbury have kicked big time clear here, haven't they, Richie? They've scored 4 tries in the second half.
I think that play really needed another person on the end of it with that tip-on play. There's a gap opening up, but Five Ash. Touch player, and it's a very average kick.
Yeah, it's gone out on the full, so it's a Canterbury penalty at the halfway line. Canterbury have outscored Waikato 20-0 since Kingi's try early in the second half. And I think that's just frustration for Makaiti BT. He's a better player than that.
Absolutely. And I think with the Bulls, knowing they're up against Akarana next week, in their combinations working, they look a lot better side this second round.
They will be at Bruce Pullman Park in Takanini again on Saturday for that clash. Akarana against Canterbury, both in the women's and men's competitions. And then we'll be in Hamilton on Sunday for the Waikato Counties Manukau clash in the men's and the Mid-Central Counties clash in the women's, as Riley hands it to Fa'atili. Taken by his opposite number. In fact, both number 12s have had good games. Heke Sweet and Fa'atili. Campbell to Todd. Fiala, good hands, almost stolen by Kingi. And it's going to be more Canterbury possession as the end of the last 7 minutes of the game. Another tough day for Waikato. But Richie, I have to say it, they're their own worst enemy at times, aren't they?
Yeah, the errors come into play, but I've got to say it's probably one of their better performances, particularly in the first half. And probably third quarter. Start of the third quarter, I thought they were extremely well. I thought they executed their game plan well. It just got away at the end when they started offering those errors.
On the line, wait.
The dominance from the Bulls. 3 tries in that third quarter.
Yeah, Alalio goes close to a third try himself. Batala 2.
Hold.
Here come Canterbury, hot on attack again. Five Ash. Change of direction from Aaron Five Ash. And it's been ruled forward, that pass to Five Ash. I think the last pass to Paul looked pretty good.
Well, he's got good vision. Wouldn't have been too far away, particularly when that wind's hovering through that region too. He was open. They've exploited that left edge on a number of occasions too, defensively for the Waikato side.
Darren, now.
It hasn't been all that crash off.
Jaden Flood.
Get off him.
First carry for Waikato.
Go, one.
Watene. This is Chase Kennedy. Back out there now to end the game. Parfitty Brown. Good solid contact on him, but toe.
Contact over here, boys. Over here. No, over here.
Plaskett it is who's been
Boys.
ruled for being offside. Ethan Plaskett.
In the middle, boys. Here we are. Canterbury here. Wait. Go.
Good surge here from Jerome Flood.
Go, one.
Watani off the fast play of the ball. Watani sneaks through again.
Hey, get off him!
I think they need to play him more next week, Watani. A long period of the game on the sideline. On the forward rotation, it's Dawson. Carries forward.
Here. Wait.
Watani.
Go, 3.
Again, a beautiful pass to Beatty. Here's Heke Sweet going close.
Backwards,
It's gone off a Canterbury player. It's still alive.
We're gone dead.
And it should be a
Gone
line
dead, under
dropout.
6. I have Max missing that. Run to the 6.
And it is.
So close.
I think we've got some good lines in this competition, haven't we? It'll be an interesting contest to see who's going to secure that role in the New Zealand residents and the New Zealand Māori team. Going backwards off Tangi Whakambau and then over the dead ball line. So it's a line dropout. And now Waikato have another chance to close the gap here. And here comes Dawson.
Release him now!
Keanu Dawson,
Go
35 metres out. And Kingi, nice pass. That's Takoi. Takoi is through here. And a young fella's got a clean pair of heels to the line. Tumataonga. Takoi, one of the 3 Takoi brothers in the lineup today, and he's gone over for a pretty decent try for Waikato.
Simple yet effective, isn't it? The ball, out ball, and the player runs against the grain of the ball with pace. Good service from dummy half. BT gets the ball to, look at that, just an outside in play. Darren Kingi's delivery, spot on.
Yeah, Tumataonga Tekoi, 18 years of age from the Turanga Waiwai club. Gets his team's 3rd try, in fact 4th try now.
Hey. He wanted to do it quickly so he could have another shot down there.
So the conversion, in fact, has been missed. 36 points to 18 with 3 to play. Canterbury in no hurry as they come back to the halfway line. With this game well and truly safe for them. So the Bulls will win their first game and go into next week's match against Akarana, and needing to win that game against the defending champions to make the final.
Just come!
That's going to be a tough ask.
Touch him.
Now, is he offside there? Referee says play on. Even accidentally offside.
And now! Yeah.
Anyway, play on is the call.
Go, 1.
As Flood brings it back to Dawson.
Move together! Here we are. Hold here. Hold. Hold.
Referee's going to give a penalty for Waikato.
Back it up.
2 has conceded the penalty. And Beatty looking for maximum distance here.
Here we are.
1 minute and 40 seconds to go. So this will be one of the last opportunities in this contest for either team, and it's going to be Flood. Good leg drive. Excellent leg drive. And the New Zealand residents player from last year.
Go, 1.
Watani. Kingi. Here's BT. BT takes the line on. Oh, that's nice. Brown for the line here. And yes, Hawhere Brown, the captain, with a beautiful try from Waikato when they get their 5th try.
Smart and enterprising football from Waikato. So late in the half, with a couple of minutes to go, they're able to come up with 2 tries. And that is disappointing for the Bulls, having owned that second half. But the work from the Waikato side has been outstanding. A nice bit of shift ball from left to right. Kairi Betty's been outstanding. And of course, the big fella, Hawhere Brown.
So 36 to 24 with that conversion. So last 30 seconds, so the captain goes over. But it's going to be too little, too late.
You're right there. You're right. He's going to go long. Oh, and go deep.
Brown scoring 2 tries in last year's competition. And gets one this year too. And Beatty gives it to the try scorer, Brown. Oh, got some skills too with a little chip kick. Evans. Watani chases this one through. Uasi has it. He'll just take the tackle, surely, or maybe he'll open it up himself, the young fullback. Here's a great run from Uasi. Now it's been taken by Heke Sweet. Still going here for Waikato. Beautifully picked up by Kingy. Oh, that's gone forward, surely it has. Darren Kingy throws a forward pass. Elalio thought he was away for another try. But a great game for Canterbury. They are on the board here. Back from a heavy defeat last week against Counties Manukau, and they have scored a convincing win here on their home turf over the Waikato Mana. They win it 36-24. 16-14 it was at half-time. 4 second-half tries to Canterbury. Malio finished with a double in the game. There were other tries to Beetham, Waikato, Paul, Uasi, and Five Ash with that 75-metre intercept try. And Waikato's tries to Heke Sweet, Tai Rekina, Tuma Tauinga to Koi, and Hafidi Brown, the captain. So not to be for Waikato today. They are now out of the competition. Only pride to play for next week against Counties Manukau. Canterbury's win here keeps their chances of making the final alive. They need to beat Akarana next week to qualify for the final. It's not going to be an easy task. But at least Canterbury bounced back from a 44-18 defeat last week against Counties Manukau to post a victory here. Let's get down to Richie Barnett with some after-match reaction. He's got Alex Todd, the Canterbury captain, with him.
Alex, congratulations, 36-24. Good result.
Yeah, it's real proud of the boys today. You know, we knew Waikato would be hurting after that loss last week, and they really put us under the pump. But I'm proud of the boys and the way they're stuck in there and come away with it.
You absorbed them early in the first half, and then third quarter, 3 tries on the trot.
Yeah, it's probably like the best footy we've played. We just need to do it more often, just be more consistent. If we're any chance next week, you know, we need to put in a 80-minute performance like that.
Seems like the combination started to build too.
Yeah, it is. You know, we've been working really hard at training, and you know, it starts to show out there. So hopefully we can go well next week.
Well, all the best for next week.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Here we are, Alex Todd. You don't get more honest front rowers than that. And here is Aaron Five Ash's try. One of the better tries in the match. The former New Zealand under-20 touch representative showed us the speed. Got some good pace there for a 5'8" Aaron Five Ash, though he needed pretty much the entire field to get there. Wonderful try from Aaron Five Ash. Let's get some reaction from the Waikato Mana captain now, Pawhiri Brown.
A lot to like about that performance today.
Yeah, we went back and we had a lot to work on, and I think we polished a lot of the things that we needed to work on, which was good.
I thought your grunt in the mid-third was really good. Aiming up, hit and stick was really, really good this time around.
Yeah, and that's something else that Marin took us to on during the week. We needed to toughen up our ruck, slow their ruck down a little bit. That's what sort of killed us last week.
Shannon Ruparere chimed in nicely, made a difference to the team.
Yeah, it was definitely a good inclusion to our team. We kind of polished off a lot of the passes that we were missing last week, so it was good to have him in there.
Well, appreciate your time. Good luck for next week.
Cheers, Richie.
Cheers, mate.
Pawhiri Brown there, the captain of the Waikato team. Well, pretty tough day for Waikato Mana again, as both teams cool down after what's been a pretty decent game of rugby league. Warangi Kopu would hope that is former Tani Whāro and Turanga Waawai buddies fire up next week when they play Counties Manukau. So just reminding you of the games next week. We're at Bruce Pullman Park in Takanini once again next week for the Canterbury Akarana clashes in both the women's and the men's competitions. Those matches being played at 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock next Saturday afternoon. And then on Sunday, we're down in Hamilton for the Waikato Counties Manukau men's match, which is kicking off at 2 o'clock, and that will be preceded by the Counties Manukau Mid-Central match at midday. So congratulations to both teams today that won their matches. Mid-Central triumphing over Canterbury in the women's clash by 26 points to 18. And the Canterbury Bulls too strong for the Waikato Mana 36 to 24.